Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today. We are going to be taking a look at the month of June for Libra. So wherever you happen to have Libra in your birth chart, or if you're just wanting to check in on a Libra, hello and welcome. I'm so happy to have you here today. Now, please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for later or for someone else even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so that affects my memory. I can really struggle to find my words or even get them out. You know, I do get tongue-tied sometimes. I also have tremors, and sometimes it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. So when that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the message gets out that it is the way that it is meant to eventually, right? Okay, so Libra, you are getting a bonus in this month's reading. Thank you so much for running the numbers up on last month's reading. If you would like a bonus in your next month's reading, make sure you run them numbers up on this reading. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, which I would absolutely love. I love being able to connect with you guys one-on-one. All of that is in that description box down below, so make sure you check that out. So, all right, before we get into the cards, we are going to be getting a gemstone message from the board here. So let's see, Libra, June 2025, a gemstone message for Libra. Okay, Libra, you have sapphire, and sapphire is the birthstone for September, but it also represents intuition. Ooh, okay. Being so in tune with your star player here, you guys. One of nature's most beautiful stones, the sapphire is believed to have an almost limitless ability to foster psychic awareness and spiritual enlightenment. It is a stone said to foster profound creative expression and enhances the meditative state, aiding in attempts at clairvoyance and astral projection. Oh wow! Because of its reputation for helping to clear the mind and clarify psychic mysteries, it is sometimes called the Stone of Destiny. Ooh, I love that. When carried as a protective amulet, it is said to be able to strip away facile arguments and allow the wearer to distinguish between lies and the truth. They can try to lie to you, but you're gonna know. It is also believed to have a calming influence on individuals of a highly strung temperament, since it helps to suppress nervous anxiety while fostering peaceful sleep and good dreams. On the physical level, folklore suggests that the sapphire is helpful in treating skin ailments. Sapphire's message: when intuitive skills are called for in making important decisions, wear a sapphire or keep one close by, such in a desk, drawer, or pocket. Now, I have my little bitty sapphire that I keep. I don't even know if you guys can see it very well because of my fingers. It is tiny. but I keep it right there by that sapphire. So I love it, you guys. All right, let's get a sixth sense message for you here, Libra, for this month of June. Now you can look at this as being past, present, future. You can look at it as being all present, all future. You could even look at it as being the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, the end of the month. You know, however it resonates for you personally. When your spidey senses start tingling, you guys, make sure you are paying attention, because that is your intuition letting you know, hey, this is for us, or nope, don't think that is for us. So, all right, let's see what Spirit wants you to know this month of June. We have a number 30 for change coming in here. Okay, ooh, lots going on in that as well. We also have a number 45 for imagination. There was another one that came out, but Spirit's saying, no, that is not one of the cards. It came out with the one that was meant to come out, and it came out again. So, okay, it's helping to pull out other cards, though, because we have a number 32 for intuition. The one that came out, Spirit is saying, no, is the number 15, the Knight, but maybe someone is meant to see it. So, you know, are you the White Knight, or are you waiting on your White Knight? Perhaps it could be. All right, so you have intuition coming up here again, you guys. My goodness, cannot make that up. So, all right, this number 30 for change. Change is nowhere near as scary as history that keeps repeating itself. It's time to move forward and break old repetitive patterns. When in a forest, it's not always easy to see the wood for the trees. Ask for help and avoid repeating the same old mistakes. Accepting help is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. You know, something my mama always told me is there is no shame in asking for help when you need it. The shame comes when you know you need help and you refuse to swallow your pride and ask for it. Know that your life will be awesome, and change is often a good thing. It's time to welcome change and get ready for a new adventure. Hey, hey, some good crystals are amethyst, hematite, moss agate, and lepidolite. The affirmation: I am willing to accept help to make positive changes. Yes, you guys, you know, it's all in how you choose to look at it. Now, I'm not someone that change comes easy. You know, even if it's good, I'm like, I don't really like change. I'm a creature of habit, but I am learning to go with the flow, you know, because whether we accept it, want it, change is going to happen regardless, you guys. So you might as well open yourself up to the divine flow, to divine timing. All right, a number 45 for imagination, keeping that childlike wonder, you guys. I have never lost my imagination, and I am so grateful and thankful for that. Allow your creative spirit to take flight and roam to wonderful imaginary places. Creativity begins with your imagination, which leads to inspiration. Works of art, books, and literature, trains, planes, and automobiles. None of these could have been invented unless creators indulged their imagination. You are overflowing with inspiration and ready to bring forth magical creations. Indulge your imagination and you'll be glad you did. Some good crystals: Dalmatian jasper, tiger's eye, petersite, and ruby. The affirmation: I am creative and inspiration flows through me with love, grace, and ease. Ooh, I like that. I love these affirmations and crystals that it gives. All right, a number 32 for intuition. I mean, it looks like Little Red Riding Hood going through the dark forest there, and all she has is a lantern. It looks spooky, creepy, creepy here, you guys. So the path forward seems difficult to follow. You'll easily get lost if you start using logic instead of intuition. Don't wonder about changing direction. Stay the course and follow your instinct. Put your trust in the higher powers and know they have your back every step of the way. Invisible, powerful spirit guides walk with you, divinely guiding you on this journey. Yes, thank you, guides, angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, for divinely guiding me on this journey. Fill your heart with love and faith. Don't give up now. You're almost there. You will arrive at the right place at the right time. Like I said, you guys, divine timing. Some good crystals are amethyst, apophyllite, moonstone, and clear quartz. And the affirmation, I am divinely guided and go where spirit leads me. You know, some people will say it's a blind faith, you guys, but I don't necessarily think of it as being a blind faith. You know that you're meant to go this way, even if it does look creepy, you know, but hey, you got the full moon, you have your lantern there, you're gonna be okay. You know, spirit would not take you somewhere that is not meant for you. Okay, all right, let's see what's going on in the love department here for you this month of June, Libra. Now, this can include yourself, it can include family, friends, significant other, you know, yourself, literally anywhere that you have love. So, you know, if you're like, hey Gigi, I really love my job, then guess what? That is also included here. So, all right, we have lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. You know, you may strike somewhere and burn a bridge you can't get back. So, all right, you also have marriage coming through. Hey, hey. So, making a commitment here, you guys, this month of June. Maybe it's your wedding anniversary. We have the mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, and you have the change cards. So I mean, you have to ask yourself, is it me? Am I the mule? We also have the rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So my goodness, who are you dealing with? Who you got around you, you know, making you mad? You know, the only good thing is hopefully this isn't in your marriage. You know, I would hope not. Hopefully you're getting along. All right, let's see what's going on in career and finance here for you this month of June, Libra. You know, I'm always like, give me $1 million. You know, how awesome and amazing would it be if you woke up tomorrow with just, you know, $1 million sitting in your account? Like, hey, you manifested this. Okay, we do have the broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So like I said, maybe in your anger you struck this bridge, but you know, when something is unsuccessful, it doesn't necessarily mean that we should just give up, you guys. You know, we take stock. Okay, this didn't work, let me keep going until I figure out what does work. And remember that problems are only temporary. You have the finger warning you of a problem either now or in the future. So, you know, you're being warned of this ahead of time, you guys. So you can activate your guides and your angels. You can ask them for divine guidance, divine wisdom, divine protection even, you guys. So, you know, you're protected from any and all harm. We also have career showing up here. So there is a desk. So for those that maybe have a desk job, for those that may be tapping into their imagination, their creative outlets, writing of some sort, whether it's music, books, whatever the case, self-help book even, maybe you've got a computer and you're playing games, you know, maybe you make a career out of that on YouTube or something, you know, lots of gaming channels out there. For some, you could be going back to school, you know, to further your education, to to get that dream career that you want. I feel like you're really going after things. You know, this is a time of studying. This is a time of learning, a time of preparing for the future, you guys. So, all right, let's see what's going on in life for you here, Libra. You know, life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, why don't you pump your brakes, use some Vaseline? And life's like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can don't mean I want to, you know, like, give me a break. Okay, we got some flyers here. Let's see what we got. So first of all, you have flowers for happiness. And you know, automatically I started hearing the Miley Cyrus song, I can buy myself flowers. And you know, maybe you're like, you know what, I can buy myself flowers. But happiness is a choice, you guys, and you have to remind yourself to keep choosing it over and over and over again. You do have the forest for muddled, unclear thinking. So, you know, getting back to basics here, you guys, clearing out the clutter, you know, like, do these thoughts belong to me? If not, get the heck out of here. You have the skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. So, you know, no weapon formed against me shall ever prosper. Keep claiming that for yourself, because you got this ugly ass vulture here too. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So, you know what? As long as we're alive, we're going to have forces working for us and forces working against us. Which vulture are you feeding here? You know, are you feeding the good one? Like, you know, yeah, you know, there can be people against me, but I believe that no weapon formed against me shall ever prosper in any way, shape, or form. I choose to focus on all the good, all the things that are working out for my highest and greatest good. And that's the monkey I'm going to feed, not that ugly ass vulture. All right, let's get a message from the moon. The moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases from new to full. She is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get a message from Mama Moon here for Libra this month of June. What is it that Libra needs to know here? All right, Mama Moon for Libra, June 2025. Let's see here. All right. We have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon coming in here. Woo-saw. You know, sometimes we make mountains out of molehills. Sometimes we get in our mind and we create a problem before there is even one. And, you know, all kinds of different things. You guys, we can hurt our own feelings. You know, we can be our biggest bully when we should be our biggest cheerleader. So make sure you're, you know, cheering yourself on, because the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Ooh, yes, I love that. So nice. So take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Let me see if I can find the disseminating moon here. Maybe it's up here. Sometimes it's hard to find these. Okay, so you should know where you stand either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. Avoid falling into a slump here, you guys. And you can attune to the moon. I am where I am, and it's okay. I am going to be okay. Every little thing is fine. Every little thing is going to work out in my favor. All right, full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So a professional project may be ending now. You did have career up there, so something to do with that. Maybe one cycle is closing, so another new fresh one can begin. Admit if you have been overly be hard-headed or hard-nosed. You did have the mule and the rooster come up, so be really real with yourself, you guys. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. Literally everything in our life requires balance. And it's time to stop fearing the worst. I literally said that in some way, shape, or form. Attune to the moon. Release control and trust the universe. And that can be scary as hell, you guys. But guess what? You are more than capable of doing the scary things, you know, moving out of your comfort zone. You know, sometimes our journey takes us way, way out of our comfort zone, and we can be like, you know what, I don't really like this, but you keep going anyway, you guys, because you will get through that scary part, and when you look back, you're gonna be like, I don't even know what I was so afraid of. All right, let's get a Chakra Wisdom, I think is what it is this deck. Oh my goodness, my brain, I do apologize. All the decks are listed down below. I do believe it is Chakra Wisdom. One of the mini decks is Crystal Wisdom, so I think I kind of was getting it mixed up here a little bit. So, all right, you have Despondence coming in here. Ooh, okay. What is going on here with this Despondence? You know, she has the earth in her stomach here. So let's see. So this is our 6th chakra, our 3rd eye or brow chakra. So Despondence, Violet Iris. You have all the answers you need within. This card may indicate an emotional tie that no longer serves you. Remember, how you relate to the issue is the issue. Obstacles are removed when you change your relationship to them. By taking action, I found the road out. The legend, Iris is depressed and unable to look after herself or her home. She cries out to the great spirits for help. Mother Earth appears and suggests Iris shower, eat a good meal, and clean up her house. She does, but still feels despondent. Suddenly, a hurricane hits, and Iris springs into action to rescue her neighbor's children. In the urgency, Iris finds the way out of depression by taking action. Inspiration, Iris teaches us that the only route out of stagnation is motion. If we do nothing, we must accept the consequences. Ooh, you know, when we refuse to move, we keep ourselves stuck stagnant, you guys. Personal inquiry, in which part of my life am I feeling immobilized? I know what I need to do. Am I willing to trust myself? Key ideas, feeling helpless, acceptance of circumstances, change on the horizon, and taking action. Lots of change here going on for you, Libra, this month of June. So, all right, key ideas. Or did we already do that? We already did that one. My goodness. Okay, keywords. Revelation, movement, and encouragement. You are being encouraged to keep going. You are being encouraged to embrace this change. You know, the wheel has been set in motion, you guys, and it's going to keep spinning. Make it positive. All right, let's get some Crystal Wisdom mini deck messages here for you, Libra, this month of June. Let's see what else you need to know here. All right, we have Chrysotile, power animal. My power animal supports, guides, and loves me throughout my life. So the first animal that comes to mind is most likely your power animal. So it's going to be something different for each one of you guys. All right, let's get a chakra love message here for you, Libra, this month of June. Let's see what else you need to know here. Okay, we have some flyers here. We have sacral chakra, fire agate for creation, guys, you are so creative, you know, and these creative, you know, when you indulge your imagination, it brings about change. You're creating your future. The flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. So like the phoenix rising from its ashes, maybe that's your power animal. We have third eye chakra for amethyst, intuition. My goodness, you guys, intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. Spirit is like, are you listening? Are you awake? I'm telling you, changes are coming. I'm telling you to tap into your creativity and to trust your intuition. You know, you can overcome anything as long as you put your hand, heart, and mind to it, and you believe in yourself 100%, you guys. All right, let's get your bonus. It's coming from the Angels Answers Oracle. So this is a chance for your angels to, you know, connect with you. Maybe you have questions and your angels are like, here, let me give you an answer for this month of June. Thank you, guides, angels, for these messages. Thank you for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth in all matters and in all things and at all times. What is it that you want Libra to know? We have weight coming in here, you guys. So before you make any big decision, pause, breathe, you guys. Really let your intuition have time to speak to you. Really have time to lead and guide you, you know, before you give up on anything or anyone or anything like that, you guys. Practice the pause. Really meditate and pray over it and wait for your angels to give you that guidance. All right, Libra, these are your messages for the month of June. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button. You know, that old thumbs up button down there. Hit it with the old razzle dazzle. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with you guys. It really does bring a lot of joy and happiness into my life. And, you know, you guys are part of the teamwork that makes the dream work. So, all right, June's theme is pearls of wisdom. The birthstone for June is the pearl. So Spirit and I decided to do gemstone messages. Sorry, my voice. Gemstone messages for you guys this month. So, you know, use your inner guidance. Use your own inner wisdom. You have so much more inside of yourself than you've barely even begun to tap into it, is what Spirit is saying. And believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Choose to be happy. You know, let people be who they be. Let them think what they think. You stay in your own lane and do your own thing, because you have your own work to do. You have your own journey to go on, you guys, and it is special and unique to who you are. So it's not meant to look like anyone else's. You can take inspiration, but at the end of the day, you have to go your own route, and you should be the only one deciding where you're going. All right, you guys, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you, and I want to say thank you. Blessed be. Namaste and goodbye.